Welcome to the KL Radio Show.
My name is Zach Perry.
I'm Tom Nielsen.
Perry.
And we seek to cover all media.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been a month, but things have just been moving quick here
Sure
at
has.
Code L Radio headquarters.
Sure has.
Code L Radio headquarters. All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the season's certainly changing, getting a little colder.
Sometimes it gets colder. Sometimes it does.
For sure.
But yeah, it's definitely an interesting time of the year to jump right in during the holidays, which always makes things have that added air of festivity.
Yeah. But then you have the stink of Black Friday and stuff
smell.
like that around. You know.
Definitely that stink,
I mean,
that
it's
money
ridiculous.
stained stink.
The people. You know. You see the people in these lines, it's always the cattle, you know.
Oh yeah, it's absurd.
It's like,
they go towards they're malls. They're like malls towards the light. Oh yeah.
I'm not even sure if they're real people. They may very well just not be like, I don't know.
So like androids or holograms or
just empty
flesh, just flesh.
meat.
Mm-hmm.
They're meat, cattle.
Anyway, in line for the Black Friday abattoir. Oof, jeez. Well, we're gearing up for a Merry Christmas, as you can tell here in Codell.
Merry
Absolutely.
goddamn Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How about you, Dave? You excited for Christmas?
No.
You excited for Christmas?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not, Dave?
I like New Year's Eve.
Okay.
You like the new year?
Dave certainly is baby New Year, so I'll give him that.
David likes to party.
David is a party animal.
I'm not a party animal. You are.
But we got some really cool gifts lined up for you listeners this month.
Yeah. We have a good guest for you today. We have Mike Green. We have Mike Green on the show today.
And if you don't know Mike Green, allow the Codell guys to introduce you.
Mike Green is another animator, our second animator on the show.
Another Delco native.
Another Delco native. Also, another Delco native who's moved out to L.A. Actually friends with Sean Glaze, who was on the show last week. And he does plenty of things. He's got his own music. He does animation. He's a cool guy.
He's got a lot of colorful friends too, as we came to find out.
Yeah. He'll bring one of these friends on the show a little later, and we'll get to know
And that's
him.
That's definitely when it gets very NSFW, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
That I saw it on the internet. I figured you would know.
I'll go on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. Normal news segment. We talked to my friend Kyle. He wanted to talk about metal. We ended up talking about Yes. And other things. Treats, as many treats as we can give you in these holiday
treats,
times.
Resolutions. And of course, a healthy dose of noise.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's get to Mike Green.
Mike.
Hey, yo, what up, everybody?
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Dave? How you doing, man?
Good, Mike. Oh, Mike.
How was
I got something for you.
Tell me. I'm all ears.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ivan.
Ivan?
Yeah.
Ivan who?
I will go in 10 minutes.
Ah! got me.
That knock.
Who's there?
You!
You who?
You, motherfucker!
Got me again.
Dave's getting laughs coast to coast.
Hey, Mike. My name is David.
Hey, David. Nice to meet you, man.
Make it man. Hey, Mike. I got you a question for you.
Sure, I'd be happy to answer them.
You are in Delaware County, right?
Yes, yeah, I lived in Newtown Square, which is still considered Delaware County.
What do you do?
I'm an animator. I just finished school in May, and I've been trying to pursue animation as a career.
Where do you live?
I just moved to North Hollywood. So I used to live in Newtown Square, but about a month ago I moved out here to California.
So we got Mike here. So what's up, man? So recent college grad on the road in North Hollywood. Was there any particular reason that Hollywood came calling? In particular, did you have a hookup out there? Was it just kind of on a whim, graduating college, deciding, let's see what might befall me out there type deal?
That's pretty much the mindset I had. I'd always kind of, when I was looking for colleges, I wanted to come out to California at CalArts, but it was too expensive for what I was looking at. So I went to Philadelphia University of Arts for school, but I had always kind of in the back of my mind wanted to come out to California, and with graduating, it kind of felt like the right time, especially since all the industry is out here. It's just easier to find jobs and to actively work in the industry out here. But I did have a few connections out here. A lot of people from my school moved out here right after graduating, including Sean Glaze, who you guys interviewed last week. He's a homie. Been hanging out with him a lot since we were here. But yeah, it was kind of a win in terms of just getting out of school and then doing it right away. But I had planned it in my head for a good amount of time. But I've been enjoying it. It's definitely been different. It's not hot. It's not cold here. It's pretty hot all the time. We have a pool in our complex. I just stopped swimming in the pool about like a week ago. It started to get a little colder. So, and it's November, December. So that's really been kind of a culture shock.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Dave?
What are your favorite costumes?
Dexter's Lab. Dexter's Lab is number one for me. Also, Ren and Stimpy's a favorite. Looney Tunes is definitely a favorite in terms of acting. All those characters had like really good acting to them, and that's a good source of inspiration for anyone who's trying to get into like character animation. Yeah. What's that?
Sounds like more 80s and 90s stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of where my heart lies. Although there's some really good new stuff too. Adventure Time is a big inspiration for me. Regular show really pushed the boundaries in terms of like what a cartoon is. I felt in terms of today, because it kind of has a sitcom feel to it, but the joke they were getting away with was kind of something else. So, every show kind of has its own niche to it, but I definitely am more influenced by 90s and later,
I guess sort of a question I have is because there's always a debate, at least in film circles, about I guess the idea of maybe shooting on film versus shooting digitally. Is there a similar comparable debate in the animation field, and is there a side that you kind of fall on? Are you more of a traditional guy, or do you kind of embrace more modern technology and how you do your animations?
That's a good question. So yeah, there's definitely debate in animation, and it kind of takes form of like three different arguments at once. So, of course, if you were in the industry, like in the 70s, 80s, even 90s, you're going to have, there's just an argument that drawing on paper and doing traditional thing is proper, and that's what you get into. But then there's also, the digital movement with all these digital programs. So there's definitely a on paper versus digital argument going on. But then on a larger scale, there's also a 2D versus 3D argument going on as well. So 3D obviously is like, Frozen or Wreck-It Ralph, things of this nature. And that's pretty much all feature films today are only going to be 3D animation films. And some people think that that's taken away from the heart of what animation was. But I think there's a kind of beauty in all of them. I just think there should be a balance. So I find myself more into traditional, but traditional digital. So I'll do what used to be done on paper, but on the computer. Again, some people think that's taken away from what the essence was, but I don't know. It's quick for me, and I still draw on paper when I can. I usually draw on paper, get concepts down, and then scan them in and clean them up digital. But when I actually have to do animation, it's going to be digital for me. It's just quicker.
What are you doing now in Hollywood?
Right now, I've been doing freelance work. I did a few stuff for my buddy Sean, and I've been trying to get as much freelance work as I could. It's been a little dry around here in terms of being fresh out of college and trying to find work out here. But I've been doing my own stuff, and I did recently get a part of. There's going to be a UPA documentary on the UPA studio. They did a lot of old classic cartoons, and they're doing an animated documentary based on the legendary animators that work there. So I'm going to be doing that. That's going to start, I think, in January. So I'm just kind of waiting to get more details, but I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm hoping that's definitely, it's more of a flat style, so that's definitely something that I'd be more comfortable with doing. But besides that, I've been doing my own things. I've been trying to produce at least something each day. Trying to spend my time wisely here.
So, I guess speaking of your own productions, Mike, I got to ask you, man, what's the deal with the lunch menu? What can you explain it to us?
The lunch menu. Well, that's an interesting question. See, I had this idea for a food band like a couple years ago, and I just drew them, right? I drew them, and I shit you not, I can't make this up. They came alive, man. They jumped off the paper, and they took their own form, their own essence, and they kind of just left me in the dust with that. I had glorious dreams to, make them a cartoon, and they came alive and just took it away from me. And they started their own band. And from what I hear, they've been doing stuff. In fact, I've been seeing Pester kind of followed me here, and Pester Adams is the lead singer. He's the Pickles, and he followed me here to Hollywood, and I'm kind of being tormented by him. He just kind of appears. In fact, I might be able to get him. Do you want to talk to Pester?
And we'll hear from Pester Adams at the end of the show, along with more from his friend, Mike Green. In the meantime, enjoy this song by The Lunch Menu.
Been wondering how to remove thoughts in my head, looking at the ledge. This ain't necessarily the way to go. There's still room to grow, I know. Tell the ones who care for me the most, saddle then buckle up, cause this might be the last time you see me in your vision. Another step towards vanishing, disappearing, but my body's still timid, cause I still feel a glimmer, room for growth. Feet buried in the soil, I know it's my emotions with humans exploding, confusing conditions, erosion with a fatal collision. Can't keep running away for a living. The moment I move closer, a tap on my shoulder. It's all on you, make a decision.
Nelly Furtado back in the day has a certain type of way, like the road has a page, like maybe the other side of the sidewalk is outer space. Who could mind that? I wouldn't rewind some of the things I've seen with my earthly mind. Even if I had a time lapse, I can count the times that horror filled my eyes with embers. Everyday occurrences to the 11th of September. Bet you think I don't remember genocides on many sides of the earth. But what's it all worth if I leave and the sidewalk's just dirt? After the next step, and my next step is step up and decide to make up my mind. Fam keeps scraping, but they didn't believe in the one who tried to escape and to make it the better places to evolve beyond the basics. And I shine on their faces, even if I ain't make it. Nothing can take that and or replace it. I don't know what the right way is, but I feel right when I say this. If there's a chance, I'ma take it.
So today we'd like to do one of our first host profiles, starting with my brother David.
Just in case you're wondering, who are these people behind these disembodied voices? So, David, who is David Perry?
I'm a special dancer.
You're a special dancer?
Yep.
Well, I
I'm a
mean,
good dancer with my girlfriend with me.
you sure are. I mean, you dance with Aaron all the time.
At
At the party? Well, that's how you met.
Aaron's birthday party.
You danced at your birthday party, but isn't that how you also met? You met your girlfriend at a dance.
Yeah,
correct?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
It's romantic.
For sure, for sure. And how long have you been with Aaron now? It's been a few months, almost.
I will see her again on first Friday.
Well, how many months has it been?
I hear playing all other day with Aaron for
David.
her movies.
Well, you go on dates a lot, but how many months have you been together with Aaron? It's been a few months now.
We go 1 hour firstly.
Yeah, what's your anniversary? That's what I'm asking. What month anniversary has it been?
Just now.
6 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a half a year. You had a little celebration, didn't you?
Yeah.
You made dinner for her, right?
Uh-huh.
What'd you make Darren for dinner?
Caesar salad.
Cause you're a cook. Well, you made Caesar salad, but didn't you make a bigger dinner? You made her some kind of dinner, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Did you make your girlfriend? What kind of dinner did you make? What Mr. Cook?
Pizza.
Pizza. You made fresh pizza,
Yeah.
right? You made the dough and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, David, you and
He's a
Pete...
baker
Mhm.
and a lover.
Baker, lover,
So
cook,
far,
an artist, a poet.
rapper.
But most importantly, David is a legend in his own right. So, David, what's your story, man?
Where did you go to school?
Where did you go to school, man? Where are you from? Take us back a little bit.
I done school now. My career is
Where did you
over.
go to high school, though, David?
Yes.
What school did you go to?
Israel High School.
Interborough High School?
I was a little kid. Yeah, I do.
When you were a little kid?
I was a little kid at Northern School.
Well, at Norwood School, that was your first school, yeah, correct.
And Zachary is a short boy.
Yeah, I was short.
I was a little.
You were shorter than me, though.
Still are.
Hey.
I am a short boy. I read a story on my letter. Zachary, you can't talk. Your hair is short.
My hair was short? I had a mohawk when I was
You
young,
got
too.
mohawk.
Yeah, I had a mohawk.
And Zachary
Full
got
display.
mohawk. He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I didn't have a girlfriend then. I was like
Yeah, you did.
8. I was 8, man. I mean, come on.
Zachary was
Hey,
8
David.
years.
David. So, it's another question.
So, David, I think we're all interested here. We want to know for sure. What is your favorite food?
Because this
Every time.
is the question you ask everybody else that comes on the show so far.
Mm-hmm. So let's turn the tables a little bit.
What is your favorite food?
What is David Perry's favorite food?
I think it's been answered in the show before. I think I know what the answer is going
So
to
it's
be.
either something different. Yeah, we
Nah,
can.
I have a feeling, but
I have an idea.
let's see
Let's-
what
yeah,
he's
what's your
trying to say.
favorite food?
David, what is the favorite food?
Chicken fingers, hard fries, and
Shit.
pizza.
Well, yeah, pizza. Pizza is what I thought. Pizza is what I thought. Chicken fingers, curly fries,
And
Close
seasoned
second.
fries.
and what seasoned fries? Okay. You just like fries.
Good stuff.
You chubby.
Fries with a little flavor. So, David, what do you do? What do you do for fun, man? You do. I mean, you do a lot of
You
writing, you do a lot of reading, man.
You've had a few jobs. You've worked in the food service. You've worked
Mhm.
in plenty of other ways. You've worked with me on the farm, even. I mean, what do you like to do? What do you want?
The job. I'll be in the office. I'll work in the office.
You want to work in an office
Yeah, I keep track of my paperwork.
and keep track
Yeah,
of
I keep
paperwork.
track my bills.
You want a nice cozy office job?
My bills, my paycheck.
You get a paycheck,
And-
pay for your bills. All right.
I would throw a party, make it less of money, pay a bill, go shopping, and get some more party trays,
Party trays.
and a birthday cake, and balloons, and some music, dancing, band.
So what about the music, David? What do you play, man? You know you love music. You're always singing. Is there anything particular you like to do? What instruments do you play?
I like microphone.
Well, you play the drums all the time. You hear you down the stairs all the time. Why are you playing the drums?
Like a guitar.
No, we're talking about you playing instruments right now. What's your favorite instrument? What do you play most of the time? Not my microphone. You sing sometimes. You're playing the drums, Mr. Drummer. You talk about the drums a little bit. You like playing drums, correct?
Yeah, putting my infos on.
You put your headphones on and you listen to other
I
bands and
listen
you
to
make
my
your own.
YouTube
You
on
make
my phone.
you make covers of other songs
Yes.
with your drums. Sure.
And sugar go down.
Sugar. You like Sugar by System of a Down. That's one of your favorite songs.
And shut up, dance with me.
Shut Up and Dance With Me by
Walk in the moon.
Walk the Moon. Yeah.
And my first song is B.O.B. Out My Mind.
B.O.B. Whatever. Yeah, you like a bunch of weird stuff. Good for you.
So, David, what do you? So you say you want to work in an office and everything, but what do you got going on right now? You know, what are you doing? Are you doing any musical activities? How are you? What are you doing, man? Are you in a band right now?
Yes.
What are they called?
Voodoo Medicine Man.
Voodoo Medicine Man, huh?
What do you play in the band, David? Because you say you're a singer and a drummer. What do you do in the band?
Sing a lot.
Sing a whole lot.
whole lot.
So far, that is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a little something. He did some drumming, too, correct?
Tom was the best drummer ever.
Oh, Tom did drum a lot on that also, on the
And
demo.
he was sweaty.
Sweaty, sure.
I was not sweaty.
course.
I was not sweaty.
Yeah,
But you're
and you're excited to play live again. I mean, we did the one concert under the at the. Hold on, we did the one. Well, yeah, we've gone to see some concerts, but the one concert we played at the skate park at the FDR skate park, right under the 95 bridge.
Yeah.
Remember that? You had fun at that, correct?
Zachary, give me a microphone. I say it, people.
We heard you created
fun.
We heard you created quite a stir at that show, David, with the last song. Do you remember what it was called, David? You kind of led the crowd in singing. What was that called again?
Fucking rock.
No,
I think it was called something else. What was the name of that song at the end? You led the crowd in singing it, and me and Zach were dancing in front of you. What was that called again?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck shit.
So where did that come from, Dave? How would you come up with that?
It's me.
It's just you.
It's just you?
I believe that.
That sounds about right.
Well, and you're excited to play live again. We're playing live on the 23rd of January, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opening for Psychic TV with Edley, or
I love Elliot.
or who you
You're
call
a cool kid. You're a cool guy.
who you called dude?
Doobie-oo-bee-oo.
So you excited to play with Edley again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun.
He's nice hair.
He's got nice hair.
Nice hairstyle.
Nice hairstyle. Well, there you
So
go,
David,
Edley.
I have a question just for my own self.
Okay.
What's up with those? It seems like a recurring theme in most of your lyrics is beating the hell out of me. What's up with that? Really, what's up with that?
That's my top lyrics right time. And you are the same time. Okay. My lyrics good. That's weak. That's finished. That's weak. I will write this.
But David, why? What's up with that? Why do you always return to writing about beating the hell out of me?
I will be the servant.
You'll be your servant.
Hey, it was the servant. If I was on my test, I said Tom Nielsen, be quiet, stop it, or like a cat. And Tom Nielsen, you were supposed to like mermaid for Halloween.
You know what? I think it's just going to remain one of life's great mysteries. And you know what? If we keep getting some good stuff out of it, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I can live with it.
There's a lot of fucking things wrong with it.
I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with it, but, I guess I can live with it.
I can't live with it.
I like it.
David, you are certainly a character, my friend. That no one can deny that.
Well, thanks for being on the show, David.
Yeah, thanks for answering these questions, man. And hopefully now people have better idea about some of the personalities behind Code L Radio.
So we have my best friend Kyle Rankin here, Norwood native, lives across the street from me, or used to. Now Chicago-based, working for Sprout Social. He wanted to come on to give a few words about metal.
Hey guys,
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
how you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing well. How about you? Just
Good,
getting home from
good.
Thanksgiving trip?
Yeah, stocking my fridge full of Yingling.
Yingling, yeah. That's rare out there, huh?
It's
Yep, you came undone for a second. What did you say?
I said it's like an albatross.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can fit all this in here. It's gonna be sad. Oh no.
You'll just have to drink what you can't put in the fridge.
I guess so, but it's not cold yet.
Yeah.
Nobody wants cold.
Is beer supposed to be cold though?
The shittier beers, yeah.
I
No one
mean,
thinks how shitty it is.
Oh, are you trying to suggest Yingling is of the shittier beer variety.
In this regard, yes, but not typically. Not that
Damn.
Yingling's bad. It's just it doesn't taste great at just below room temperature.
So you just get it for novelty now?
Oh God, no.
Oh God,
Got
no.
2 cases. 2 cases should keep me going for a week or 2.
Yeah.
You know, something to start.
So metal, Kyle. What's going on in metal? I hear it's slow.
All right. So Protest has their new subscription-based service.
Digging it. Digging the first 2 songs, right? 2 so far.
Yeah, so far 2 songs. I like the layout of the system. Some people don't like it so much because you don't get a whole lot of music to pine over at one time. You only get one song to hold you off for a month. But I like it because it seems to be. Yeah, I like it. It seems to be working well for the band. They seem to be a lot happier with what they're playing.
Sure.
And the stuff the perks that come with it are pretty cool. I think the like the Guitar Pro like full scored tab is pretty sweet.
Yeah, has it gotten you to start playing a little bit more again?
No, not yet, because I still have to purchase Guitar Pro.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. But when I do that, yes, I will be trying to learn some of those songs.
Cool.
Yeah. And along with that, they've been doing episodes for their documentary.
Yeah.
Like, basically talking about what got them to this point.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool so far. And, I mean, there aren't many bands, even beyond metal, that are trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think of it, Dream Theater's doing something interesting that I don't really know how to take. They're, apparently it seems like it's going to be a double album.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard much, or I haven't figured out much of what's going on yet.
Do you still listen to Dream Theater? I mean, I thought they were kind of...
They're not quite
cool
as
anymore.
good as they were, but I've still given them a shot, and this concept seems kind of interesting. It almost is kind of Game of Thronesy, where they have like the one king and then the guy trying to overthrow the king, and they had like 2 separate mailing lists for who you wanted to be, whatever. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, to pledge your allegiance to. So you could have, like, you could choose the king, and you'd get, like, update emails from the king or whatever. And then they had, like, the other guy.
I mean, is that cool, though? I mean, that almost sounds like totally not cool.
It depends on how it works into the storyline. That's basically where I'm at, too. Like, it seems kind of cool. Like, it has some cool logos and stuff like that.
Cool logo?
But, yeah, cool logo.
I mean, you gotta have a cool logo.
Yeah, cool logo is the whole bit.
Yeah.
You can hook them in with the cool logo.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold. I've never been that into Dream Theater though, so but I'm sure completists are, happy.
Yeah. Dream Theater hasn't been the same, even before Portnoy left.
Yeah.
But, they're still going at least, and they haven't ruined their style, like say bands like Metallica have.
Yeah, I mean, Yes is still going, and Chris Squire's gone.
Yeah, it's sad what Yes is doing now because they're on their.
I mean, who's even in the band anymore? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Hal's not in the band anymore, is he?
Is Hal in the band? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, I haven't kept up on a lot of really current Yes.
There's not much really current Yes, so.
Especially since Squire died. I mean, it's not metal, I guess, but I'm not necessarily metal myself.
Yeah, but I don't stick to strictly metal, but
yeah, sure.
If you're focusing on progressive as like a base, then Yes is still kicking at least.
Metal, I suppose. Yeah, Yes is an influence.
David Gilmour just released a solo album recently.
Is it worth a damn?
I actually have not given it a listen. I only heard the one song, and
He had some like orchestral stuff in it. It wasn't bad. I have to give the rest of the album a listen before I'll give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, though.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else? New Coheed album's pretty tight.
Yeah, it just, like
It's different.
like
but-
others have said, it's just not really metal. Not that Coheed ever really has totally ever been metal. I mean,
They were never really metal. They were metal
just
associated.
progressive rock.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I wouldn't really say they're metal.
No, they're definitely not metal.
metal. Yeah, where's the line drawn?
What line?
What line?
Now-
man?
Because now half of the big metal bands are not metal bands. They're fucking post-hardcore bands. And this is not the same.
Like who?
Let's see. Bands like Asking Alexandria and Bring Me the Horizon are not metal bands. They're not metal.
Bands
Not
like that
fucking
just
metal.
like aren't even in my like sphere of existence.
That's a good thing. You should keep it that
You
way.
know? Like those words are like, what are they even? I mean, are those just words thrown together? I'm not sure, cause like, who's Alexandria? I'm not. Fuck Alexandria. What are we asking Alexandria?
I
These
don't
are
think there's
questions I
anything
need
to ask
answered.
her.
Is it a concept?
I think what they're asking is, why are we making this awful music?
Is that really a question needed to be asked?
If you're still playing it, then yeah, I guess it's something. You gotta question it at some point. Why am I still playing this crappy music?
Every note is an existential crisis.
Well, that was Kyle Rankin, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks.
We'll have you on again, hopefully, maybe with a companion.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe a buddy to help you along.
Buddy.
Little buddy.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a buddy.
Okay,
When?
well, mate, we'll talk to you next month, man. We'll see you in the
Alright,
new
dude.
year.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
Good luck
peace.
with the show, guys.
Peace out, man. See you later.
See ya.
I got a question for you.
I meant for ZP. Yeah.
And now let's get to this month in the news. Hey, David, what's the first headline?
Amazon drone delivery.
Uh-oh, here we go. The drone service that they've been talking about for, I don't even know how long now.
Terminator's coming.
It's been a while. I mean, they're useful. I mean, it's like drone has like such a sinister,
it's
connotation. Cute? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say one thing, but it's handy. It's handy.
I mean, is there gonna be? They're noisy. Is it gonna be just annoying?
Probably. I mean, it's probably gonna be something we'll get used to. People got used to cars, so I mean, we'll just have to get used to delivery drones.
Do we have to get used to everything though?
I don't know. I mean, we do. There's too many people for us not to get used to new random noises, man. Yeah, it's just a fact of life.
I mean, sure, but no.
Well, fuck you.
Next on our list is the shootings at Planned Parenthood in Colorado.
Yeah, it's relatively recent. I guess it's just crazy how soon it came, especially after the whole the attacks in Paris.
Yeah.
And it presents an interesting sort of schism at this point. We have this whole idea of the Islamic terrorists.
Yeah, and no one's going to say that this person's a Christian terrorist.
Exactly. But we got this whole idea.
Dance around that issue.
We got this idea, about Islamic terrorists killing European people, and then now we have, a quote unquote Christian terrorist, which, like you said, they're not going to call it that, killing people in America, and it doesn't seem like it's
some of the things
gotten the same amount of buzz.
These fundamentalist Christians have said, there's some things I've seen on Twitter and stuff that they're just. They're cheering the shooter on. They're happy.
It definitely seems like it's been building up to this point.
I don't think this is the last.
No, and it's just it's a weird.
Sad.
It's weird how these priorities just change this. Now it's an issue of abortion, and gun rights, and with the everything else that's happening in the world, it's an issue of religious fundamentalism, and I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows, or we'd be working towards a solution. But
everyone's arguing with everybody about every aspect of both of them, so I don't see that coming. I don't see that coming quickly. But terrorism, nonetheless. And I guess a bit of lighter news is the face transplant of a volunteer firefighter, which happened a couple weeks ago.
I saw these pictures.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty. I mean, it's crazy. How exact and fitting that this new face fits on this guy's. And this guy's face was, absolutely, destroyed. And now, I mean, you really wouldn't know there's anything wrong with him. And
walk by him, he's just another guy.
Just another guy with a, regular face.
And that's how, some of us want to feel sometimes.
And it's great, in a world where we're having debates on, terrorism and religion and people's rights with their bodies and what they choose to do with it, that we're reminded of some of the crazy progress that science and medicine
Some people just want to live a normal life.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Absolutely.
And it's just another example. Good for him. And that's our news.
Now you know.
Now let's check back in and see if Pester Adams will give us the time of day.
Oh, wait, he's right here. He's right.
I think he's...
Oh, he's taking his phone.
Yo, man, Pester Adams, what's up?
Yo.
Hey,
I
hear everybody talking about me. I'm in the other room. I'm trying to take a big old fat dump, and I hear all these people talking about me. Pester Adams, lead figure of the Lunch Menu crew. What's going on? Hey, David, what's up, man?
Do you like pickles?
Yeah.
No.
That's
I know. Our previous guest, Beth Serpico, might want to eat you. I remember she liked pickles. You know, it was her favorite food.
She did, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what's it like being a pickle?
It's kind of sour sometimes, kind of bitter. I got a lot of bumps. But it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I can't die.
Yeah, but like, do you got to keep yourself like constantly brined? Like, is that like a thing? Is that a way of life for you?
You say you can't die?
Yeah, I can't die, man. When's the last time you saw a pickle die?
I mean,
cucumbers die, but when cucumbers die, they become pickles, man.
Were you even alive? I mean, at that point, I mean,
so you are a dead cucumber, is what you're saying.
But see, I was never a cucumber because I was just drawn like this, man. I was just drawn into existence.
You were just
it's
drawn
fucking crazy
this way.
if you think about it.
Did the brine give you your life force?
No, the music gave me my life force, man.
The music. Oh, the music carries everything.
What do you play again, Pester?
I don't really play anything. I just kind of jump into the recording sessions, and then I just kind of do whatever I want on the microphone, you know?
So when did you realize that you had the music flowing within you, Pester?
Well, see, I used to be in a 80s cover band of, like, Twisted Sister and things like this, and that's when I realized that I needed to do music my whole life.
Did you dress like Dee Snider?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that question.
I want to see the pictures.
They don't exist. I burned them.
Oh, you burned them.
Yeah, I burned them.
Do you burn a lot of things?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it sounds familiar.
We got a dude in the band named Jamaican Bacon. My man JB. He hooks us all up with oregano, you know. So that's we constantly have oregano on deck all time.
Spicy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I gotta go back.
What do you mean by oregano?
Yo, Mike, hit the phone.
What do you mean by oregano?
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? I think you need to sever ties with that character.
I guess so. Like I said, he just kind of pops up around the house, and but I mean, I can't argue with him. You know, the music sounds good, I guess.
Yeah,
and,
I hear they have an album that they dropped not too long ago. What was it called again?
Pastor, what's it called? Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Nice. Now, what was the process for that like? Was that just you? Any collaborations involved at all? What was your methodology for that?
From what I hear, it was the band, and then they've gotten a few guest people on it as well. And namely, we got a Philadelphia band, Il Dutes. We have some MCs from Philadelphia, Norcus. Chris Bobo, Marquise Miles, who's a singer. They got on these. At that time, I heard you were working with them at some point too.
That could very well be.
I don't know. That's I want to trust those guys. I shouldn't. I want to work with anybody.
Yeah, it was a bad time in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Dave? Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I got mine. I got for you. Okay. What your favorite food and why?
Ooh, okay. See, that's a funny question. As soon as you asked that question, I looked over and I saw a sticker of a big burger that I have on my wall. So it's gotta be burgers. I've always liked burgers, but burgers, hands down burgers. It's not even a but to that. I like pizza too. Pizza's good, but burgers are so good, man. They're so good. They've always been good. They never let me down.
So Mike, I hate to bring the wheel back a little bit, but is there any plans for the lunch menu to start including any gluten-free or vegan members? I mean, a little outdated. You know what I mean, man?
Maybe, man. Maybe. I know it's a little unorthodox to have that much greasy junk food in one setting. And it's definitely not going to be healthy to ingest them all. But
I just hope it's not a reflection of you, Mike. I just hope it's not a reflection of you. I think higher of you. You know what I mean?
Oh no, not at all. It's in fact, I don't even know what I was thinking when I drew them. And I've been trying to draw gluten-free members and all this, but they don't come alive. They don't come alive. So I don't know what I did that one day.
It sounds like a food coma induced, maybe a nightmare from a food coma, maybe. But
it's definitely a nightmare. Definitely a nightmare.
So what are the future plans for you? Is it lunch menu based? In terms of your own work, is it lunch menu? Is it more combinations of animation and music? What can the world expect in the months and years to come from the mind of Mr. Green Beans?
Well, let's see here. I'm definitely trying to get some lunch menu content out to the world, whether that be through music or through animations that I have to provide for them because they can't animate themselves, or a combination of both. That should be coming soon. In terms of beyond the lunch menu world, I'm preparing a few ideas I like to pitch around or stuff like this. But animation takes a while, and it's a little difficult to kind of produce my own things on my own budget. So we'll see what happens. I definitely say keep a lookout. I kind of work spontaneous sometimes, so I might decide one day that I'm going to drop all my current stuff and just make something new, and that will just be the way it is. But yeah, keep a lookout. And also, I'm excited for this. Like I said, the UPA documentary. I think I can have a lot of fun with that, and I think that would be really cool to kind of tribute these old animators by taking their style into a newer way. And I'm excited to try to blend my style with the style of UPA.
Later, Mike.
Oh, see you, Dave. See you guys. Thank you so much. It's good talking to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for chatting with us, Mr. Green Beans. Always a pleasure to hear from you. Good luck with your
you as well.
Numbers.
Thanks for joining us again for another fun-filled hour on Code L Radio.
It's always my least favorite time of the show. But with next month, of course, comes the new year.
And new guests.
A plethora of new and interesting guests lined up that I think you will definitely enjoy.
Yeah, no hints for you. No hints just yet, but
we're not any of those types. You just listen.
Keep an eye out on our Facebook for updates.
And of course the YouTube for some added goodies.
If you want to check out the slideshow of this show, and get a little visual stimulation.
Because that's what people like.
Stimulation.
Yes. How about you, Dave? How about you say goodbye?
You got anything to say?
I love you, Mike Lane.
We're going to play you out with a song. Again.